All right, so this video is going to be the top 5 ships for you torpedo enjoyers. All the ships that I'll be showcasing will be available in the tech tree and for Cole. So let's get started. So the first ship that I'm going to be showcasing is going to be the Cassard. That is going to be the tier 10 and the French tech tree. Cassard has amazing torpedoes. Overall, this ship is a really good ship overall. Has very decent guns. Torpedoes are amazing. You get a total of 12. The torpedoes on this thing have a special gimmick where if they are pretty much if you are within 7 kilometers, you do a lot of damage on these torpedoes, like the 24,000. But if it goes out to its maximum range, they do less damage the further out they go. So at 7 kilometers, they'll do max damage, and then at the very farthest of their range, which is 13.5 kilometers, they don't do as much damage. Now they'll still hit and do damage, but they don't do as much. Now these torpedoes have a 2-minute reload. This ship is a very strong tech tree torpedo machine. It does have good guns as well, so it's a little bit versatile. Anti-air is okay for the tier. It's okay, not the best, not the worst. Concealment's also pretty nice when you do build into it. It's going to be my number 5 on this list. So let me know what you guys think of this ship, and if you have your own top 5 ships for torpedo enjoyers, let me know as well. All right, so moving on to number 4, it is going to be the Jinan. The Jinan has 20 torpedoes, 20 of them that are deep water. So they only hit cruisers, battleships, and aircraft carriers. They don't hit destroyers. And the thing is with this thing is they're 13.5 kilometers, about a 2-minute reload or so. And to top it all off, it also has a torpedo reload booster, which means that you get 10 torpedoes per side, right? You start off on this end and you do a circle to be able to so imagine the maze out here, right? You're launching your torpedoes here, and then you turn your ship to be able to get the other side so it torps off. And then you use your torpedo load booster to get them reloaded instantly, and then you can launch 20 again. So you can have 40 torpedoes in the water at a time. So if you are on a flank where the enemy's pushing into you, they are going to be suffering. They're not going to be having a good time. And to top it all off, while you're launching these torpedoes, you can then smoke up and farm them while in smoke, so as well. So you get the great torpedoes, great guns, and then adding up to that, you get amazing 6-kilometer anti-air with DFAA. So if a CV comes by and tries to harass you, you pop that DFAA, you pop that smoke, or if you're in smoke and the CV tries to spot you while you're in smoke, you can just pop the DFAA in the sector and he'll fly away and leave you alone, right? Amazing ship overall. It is in the tech tree for the Pan Asia. All you have to do is you start off with the tier 2 here, where the DDA converts over to cruiser, and you go down the Jinan line. Amazing torpedo boat. The whole line is really good with torpedoes, guns, you name it. It's a really good ship overall. I really enjoy it. Amazing torpedo boat. That's why it's number 4 on this list. Now, going on to number 3, it's also a Pan-Asian destroyer. It's going to be the YY. The reason why I say YY is because the fact that it gets 10 torpedoes with about a 2-minute reload, and you also get the reload booster as well. So you can have 10 torpedoes in the water, and then you do the reload booster and you get 20. What also makes this ship great as well is it has amazing concealment. Maneuverability is okay, not the best, not the worst. Guns are also pretty decent. This ship is also very small and very maneuverable with its turning radius. It is very hard to hit by anything, really. It's really hard to hit because due to its small size, so it's very, very stealthy. You can use very stealthy, very very small, so hard to hit. So a great torpedo boat overall. Those torpedoes can only hit, you know, cruisers, battleships, and aircraft carriers, so definitely be wary of that. This ship, you can build it into smoke or radar. I personally build it into radar, and I build it more into gunboating. So if you prefer only using torps, you can do that as well. I personally build it into radar and guns. So I do the improved main battery instead of concealment. Its concealment's like 6.8 or something like that. Let me just double check real quick. So with this build is 6.5. When you build into it all the way with, well, let me see. I'll just show you guys real quick. When it's built in all the way, it goes to 5.8. So a 5.8 concealment is one of the best concealments for tier 10 destroyers. I think it goes down to like 5.5 or 5.4 is the best concealment for tier 10. You guys let me know in the comments what the best concealment is for tier 10 destroyers. I know that for submarines, the U-45 has a 5.2 concealment, which is pretty broken. It's a pretty strong concealment at the surface for a sub. Pretty damn broken. So YY, amazing torpedo boat. Love it. People push into you, they'll be suffering. Or you can chase them down as well, since you have such a great concealment, and also harass them as well while doing that. All right. Next ship is going to be our number 2. It's actually going to be 2 ships because one of them is a super ship. It is going to be the Shima and the Yamagiri. The Yamagiri has a total of 18 torps, while the Shima has a total of 15. I don't know how much of an introduction I can do about the Shima. Shima is legit one of the oldest destroyer lines in the game. Everybody loves playing this ship. It's literally one of the most popular ships in the game still to this day. And that's because everybody loves playing like a stealthy destroyer with good torpedoes. The guns are also decent as well, as long as you only use the rear guns. A mistake a lot of people do is they try to use all the guns. You just wiggle like this back and forth. Only use the rear gun as you're cutting away, and then you smoke up to be able to go dark, and you'll do pretty good. And you do have 3 choices with the torpedoes. You can be a maniac and use 8 kilometers. You can use the Pride and True 12s, or you can use 20s. For the Yamagiri, you have a choice between the 12 kilometers and the 8 kilometers. I personally like the 12s. And you also get the 20 alternates as well for the torpedoes for the Yamagiri. So you can use the 12s or the 8s, and then you can also switch to the 20s. Overall, the Shima and Yamagiri are some of the most popular and strongest torpedo boats in the game. Also due to the fact that these torpedoes do a massive amount of damage. Pretty much anything that gets hit by these torpedoes, destroyers, cruisers, battleships, you name it, you just do a massive amount of damage with them. And if you cycle it correctly, you're going to be causing a world of hurt for anything, and I do mean anything, that comes around. So that's my number 2. All right, so at this point, I was trying to figure out if I wanted to do an honorable mention before the number 1 slot. I was thinking, and I was like, I really want to put the Yodo on here. You get a total of 8 torpedoes per side with a 100-second reload, which is really nice. So you get a total of 16 torpedoes. This ship isn't per se just a torpedo boat. It's more of a jack of all trade boat. You can use the guns, do really well. You can use the torpedoes and do really well. It's more of a jack of all trade, a little bit of everything, right? It's the light cruiser and the Japanese line. I forgot to showcase as well for the Shima. The Shima and the Yamagiri are available in the torpedo line for the Japanese right here. The Yodo is also available in the cruiser line for the Japanese right here as well. So if you want to get them, they're in the tech trees. But Yodo's a really fun ship to play. You can do really well with just the guns. You can do really well with just the torps. Overall, just a really good ship. It has hydro, or you can do DFA. Of course, I'm going to do hydro. You get a fighter, which is really nice for scaring off aircraft carriers. You get a nice heal, and you also get submarine surveillance, which is always really nice. I wish it was a little bit longer, though. Maybe 8 or 9 kilometers. 8 kilometers would be nice, but unfortunately, they're not going to do that. This ship also comes with really decent anti-air with 6.9 kilometers, with 8 shells in its flak bursts, and the damage, it's okay. It's all right, not the best, but the flak is what makes it really nice. So my honorable mention is just going to be the Yodo. If you guys have any other suggestions for what honorable mention should be for torpedo boat enjoyers, let me know as well in the comments. All right, the final ship that I'm going to be saying for torpedo enjoyers or to get, it's going to be the Jager. The Jager is available in the armory. You can get it for both doubloons and coal. So if you want to buy it, you can buy it. If you want to get it for coal, you can just get it for coal. It's all up to you. So it costs 225,000 for coal and 19,300 doubloons for doubloons. So you can get it there in the armory. So let's talk about the ship. This ship comes with 12 torpedoes with a 72-second reload, which is really strong. It has a 12-kilometer range, and these torpedoes are legit speed demons going 90 knots. They don't really hit hard, but what they really do specialize in is just consistent harassment. So if you spread out these torpedoes, you have 4 launchers. You spread them out with the 72-second reload. You can theoretically throw out a set about 18 or 19 seconds. You can do it about, which is really, really good. So about every 18 seconds, you do a torpedo salvo, right? The thing is, you can consistently put pressure on destroyers, cruisers, battleships with that consistent torpedo going over and over and over and over and over and over again. You're just going to be consistently harassing them, putting pressure on them. And if you do hit torpedoes and you do cause a flood, they'll have to DCP it. And when they do, and you keep on sending out more torpedoes, you're going to get permafloods. And when you get those permafloods, they're going to lose so much HP so fast, and you'll just be gaining all that damage and all those points and just wipe out the enemy team, essentially. The ship also does really well when chasing down enemies due to the fact that it has a 5.4 kilometer concealment. It is one of the best concealments in the game for a destroyer. Incredible. One of the stealthiest destroyers in the game, and that does come at a price. Anti-air, absolute garbage. Guns, absolute garbage. The main focus of this ship is torpedoes. So if you enjoy torpedo boat gameplay, this is going to be the ship for you, guaranteed. I highly recommend it. It's one of my top coal ship recommendations for torpedo boat enjoyers. Speed is also okay too, 37 knots. You get an engine boost. You can go a little bit quicker with the flag, so it goes to 38.9, and then use the engine boost. It goes like 43 knots, I think. You also come with the heal, which is really nice as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of all the ships on this list, and if you have any on your own. But these are definitely ships that I'd recommend for any of you torpedo boat enjoyers. But thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.